Welcome to This Is Arlington, Arlington High's student-produced television show. I'm Bella Hallam.
And I'm Casey Soup. On today's show, we have an interview with senior Will Timmons.
Also, we'll take a closer look at baseball player Tucker Bearden.
Plus, we have an exciting update from the Visual Arts Department and a look at Military Child in the month of April.
But first, if you're into math, March 14th is not just another day. It's 314. In other words, 3.14, or pi day. Tanner Luckett visited the math department and their mathy celebration of Pi Day, including circular treats.
Every year on March 14th, the Arlington High School Math Department puts on a day called Pi Day, representing the math number pi, 3.14.
Yeah, it's just a fun day, especially since it's the day before spring break. It's a nice day to relax and let everybody kind of chill.
It's a day for all math students to have fun. They color, make projects, and bring in all kinds of foods to share with the class.
The whole point, tons of kids bring in food for Pi Day, and the kids eat it. They have a great time eating all the food.
This day allows students to relax and have a fun, free day in math class right before spring break.
But it's just a good time to enjoy the end of the semester, the quarter.
You've heard about all the food and fun here at Pi Day at Arlington High School, but one teacher, Mr. Farrell, is taking it way beyond the classroom.
He is taking all the leftover food brought that would normally get thrown away to St. Mary's Soup Kitchen.
It's more just, helping your fellow man out. That's the big thing. It doesn't matter what kind of food it is. They're hungry. I want to help the homeless, the hungry people, and this is the best way for us to do that.
Students and teachers alike are appreciative of what he is doing and glad it's all going to a good cause. Reporting for This Is Arlington, I'm Tanner Luckett.
Arlington High art student Mia Rollins won the AAPI Heritage Month Student Art Contest. Mia won Best in Show and first place for 12th grade with her captivating mixed media piece titled Frayed and Whole. In celebration of her success, Mia's artwork will be showcased at the Cosset Library and the Shops of Saddle Creek Art Gallery from April to June. The Cosset Library exhibit will run from April 28th to May 17th. Then her artwork will be displayed at the Shops of Saddle Creek from May 17th to June 15th.
April is the month of the Military Child, and several exciting activities are planned to honor military families at AHS. Monday was cupcakes in the library where military children were invited to indulge in a sweet treat. Tuesday was Purple Up, where people wore purple in recognition of military kids. Wednesday, people were encouraged to wear the colors and logos of their military branch, and Friday was the annual Military Family Breakfast, held in the high school library. Attendees enjoyed a morning of community and camaraderie and celebrated the contributions of military families.
We're deep in this baseball season, and one player is making a difference on and off the field. Tiger Life reporter Hannah Horner takes a closer look at senior Tucker Bearden.
Arlington High School student Tucker Bearden is a baseball player here at Arlington and has received a $300,000 scholarship from the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy.
It's a fully paid scholarship, 4-year degree, valued at over $300,000. It gives me 4 years of a Bachelor's of Science degree and an engineering major.
This scholarship is very exciting to Arlington because the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy only gives this out to 280 students. This is going to allow him to earn a Bachelor's of Science degree, an officer's commission in the U.S. Armed Forces, and a U.S. Coast Guard Merchant Marine officer license. Tucker has proved to be a great leader through playing baseball.
I think Tucker deserves a scholarship because of his determination and dedication. He's working out in the mornings, he's putting extra work in every single day, he's making himself better, and he works hard in the classroom. He's an all-around great person.
Tucker's a person. I think of him as a God-fearing man who he'll do anything for you, he'll be there for you, and you're never going to come to him and he's going to brush you off. He's got great advice to give you. Anytime I've ever been to him, he'll tell you things that maybe you don't want to hear, but you need to hear.
This is Hannah Horner reporting for AHS Tiger Life.
This semester, we've been spotlighting various seniors on This Is Arlington. Since graduation is approaching quickly, it's time to interview one of our own. I sat down with senior Will Timmons and talked to him about his experiences at AHS and in the Media Arts Department. Hello Tigers, I'm Casey Stoop and I'm sitting with Will Timmons. He's a senior at AHS and also a member of the TV production class. Will, how are you doing today?
I'm all right. I'm tired.
Real. We're coming to the end. I'm getting tired, but we're almost done. So what has been your favorite part of high school?
It's been a really rough ride for me, but I'd say probably my favorite part of it is meeting the people that I have. I seem to either get along with people very well or not get along with people at all. But so the people that I have met, that I am friends with, I am very, very thankful for.
Mm-hmm. What was your biggest challenge of high school?
Deadlines have been a really big thing for me, and they have screwed with me a lot. And I have had to learn to let some things go, because if I sit there and I stress over one single thing that I've let go on too long, then I'm never going to get everything else done. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the big things that's hurt me.
Yeah, but those highs and those lows, they grow us into the person that we are now. And we're gonna kind of move on, put those things behind us, move on. What are your plans for next year as you're going out of high school?
So I am planning to go to either SAIC, the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, or SCAD, School of Art and Design, Savannah College of Art and Design.
Okay.
And I'm not an artist. I can't draw. I can't paint. I can't animate. I dabbled in photography a bit ago, but I mainly plan to go there and get a degree in video editing, and because there's so much creativity in the world, and there are so many people that want to make things, but maybe they're really good at what they do, but what they do is not taking something and putting it together in a digestible video format. And so there's a lot of work there. I get to be my own boss. I get to make my own creative decisions, but I also get to work with other people. I get to make other people's dreams come true, and I get to meet new people and see their ways of thinking. And so that's kind of where I'm going with that.
Yeah, and I can tell you've really fallen in love with that just media aspect. Mm-hmm. Did you get that from taking TV production? That was kind of the thing that got me that final step. So I grew up on the internet, like most people in our generation. I grew up watching YouTube and stuff. And so I saw all of that, and I was like, wow, all this stuff is great. These individual people that make these videos are so amazing. And then I realized those people often don't edit their things on their own. They don't make the entire project. They are just the face behind it. And there's so many people behind them that are lifting them up. And so media production actually is kind of the thing that pointed out to me, like, hey, that's a thing you can do. Mm-hmm. That's what you're here learning how to do, is to make those, to edit those projects and make them something that you can put out into the world. Yeah. What is your favorite memory that you've had of being in TV production?
Probably my favorite memory, it's not any one specific memory, but it's any of the points where I kind of sat down and I looked around and I was like, I don't know everything about all of these people. It's not like I sit down and have heart-to-hearts with these people every single day, but every once in a while we're all working on something, and I sit down, especially when we're all filming live streams, I kind of sit down and I'm like, everyone here is getting along, and a lot of us are very different people. We all come from different places, believe in different things, but we're all working together and we aren't arguing over anything. And I think that's really cool because you don't see a lot of that. You don't see a lot of that anywhere.
Well, Will, thank you so much for your time today. It was great talking to you.
Thank you.
All right, well, earlier we heard Tanner talk about Pi Day, so I was wondering how your class did Pi Day.
Well, mine was 6th period, and really none of us brought in food. So we just ate the food that was left over, and we watched the Memphis game because there was like conference tournaments going on for basketball. So, I mean, it was kind of fun. What did your class do?
We brought in food, so we got to eat all that, and then we went out in the hallway and just like saw the other classes.
Sick.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for today's edition of This is Arlington.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, AHS Tiger Life.
Remember to turn on post notifications to find out when we release new episodes.
Thanks for watching.
Have a great day.